Have you ever wondered which languages are the most challenging to learn? Join us as we explore the top 10 hardest languages in the world. Don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating language insights. Number 10. Polish. The sixth most popular language in European Union and recognized as a minority language in countries like Czech Republic, Hungary, Ukraine, and Lithuania. Polish is amongst the hardest languages to pick up in the world. Polish words are confusing and can be hard to pronounce for English speakers. Though the language uses the Latin script, it has some additional letters, a complex grammar freestyle system, and relies heavily on consonants. Even though it can be seen as the most difficult language, mastering this language can open up a host of opportunities, from traveling to studying in Poland. Number 9. Navajo. Navajo is spoken by 170,000 people in the southwestern United States, primarily in the Navajo Nation, and is the most widely spoken Native American language in the United States. Of the 33 consonants in the Navajo alphabet, there are several uncommon consonants that make pronunciation challenging for English speakers. There are few loan words in the Navajo language, so instead Western words are developed through Navajo descriptive terms. The phrase for a military tank is "vehicle that crawls around," by means of which big explosions are made, and that one sits on at an elevation. In fact, its significant lack of loan words from other languages and its grammatical structure make it so tough to crack that the Allies had Navajo speakers speak their language to send coded communications during World War II. Number 8. Icelandic. Fewer than 400,000 people on an island speak Icelandic, and the language is largely unchanged since Iceland was settled in the 9th century. Indeed, Icelandic sagas recited in the medieval period are still easily understandable to almost any modern speaker. Despite being an island with little outside influence on its own language, Icelandic has affected English, contributing the sound in words like tree and thought to English. So there is one sound language learners don't have to learn from scratch. Learning Icelandic is a challenge, as to gain fluency you need to be in Iceland and make use of the local resources. Number 7. Hungarian. Unlike most European languages, which belong to the Indo-European language family, Hungarian is a Uralic language. It is spoken as a native language by 13 million people, most of whom live in Hungary. It's a famously difficult language for English speakers to learn, with complex grammar and pronunciation. In the Hungarian language, there are 14 vowels with slight differences in pronunciation. Subtle cultural elements within Hungarian make it uniquely difficult to learn. It heavily relies on idioms, which can act as a real barrier to language learning. Hungarian is also a gender-neutral language, which makes it a useful language for testing gender bias in AI. Number 6. Finnish. Finnish is the official language of European countries like Finland and Sweden and is known as one of the hardest languages to speak and learn because of its complex case and vowel systems, hard grammar rules, and the fact that the language is very different from its Latin and Germanic counterparts. As a result, learning and mastering this language is extremely taxing yet rewarding. Number 5. Russian. Russian is one of the most famous European languages with over 250 million speakers across the world. Learning Russian is quite an experience because of the intricate case and gender system, different grammatical rules, and novel writing system. As a Slavic language, Russian shares similarities with Ukrainian, Polish, and Serbian, and has many words where consonants are grouped together. This can make Russian pronunciation challenging for English speakers. It is easy to make errors in pronunciation and spelling when learning this language, Thus, Russian can be considered as one of the most difficult languages. Number 4. Korean. Korean might not be the toughest, yet it is the trickiest language with complex grammar rules, own alphabets, sentence structure, and pronunciation. Although learning Korean is on every K-pop lover's list these days, it is not a language you can learn easily. The reason being, it requires dedication and constant practice to memorize 24 letters and their proper pronunciation. Number 3. Japanese. Japanese is another most difficult language for all those who have grown up learning English, Spanish, or French, but at the same time might be easy for those who are well versed in East Asian languages. A language with no plural, Japanese is native to the people of Japan, who take immense pride in their language and go to lengths to promote it. Japanese is a complex language due to its sentence structure, thousands of kanji characters, and dozens of dialects. Number 2. Arabic. Arabic is the queen of poetic languages, the 6th official language of the UN and 2nd on our list of toughest languages to learn. It is extremely popular in the Middle East and Africa with over 450 million speakers. Learning this language will expose you to some of the best literary works and historical writings. According to the Foreign Service Institute, it can take up to 2 years to learn Arabic. It is a hard language to wrap your brain around because of its numerous dialects, huge vocabulary, over 200 synonyms for the word camel, right to left writing style, tough pronunciations, and lack of vowels in the language. Number 1. Mandarin Chinese. Mandarin is unanimously considered the most difficult language to master in the world. Spoken by over 1 billion people in the world, the language can be extremely difficult for people whose native languages uses the Latin writing system. What makes Mandarin hard to grasp is the fact that it is a tonal language with thousands of characters and a mysterious writing system. Mandarin is not a phonetic language, which means memorizing the words and writing can be taxing. Merely looking up Chinese words in the dictionary is considered a skill in China that should tell you how tough the language is. Exploring the world's most challenging languages is mind-boggling. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more linguistic adventures.